Troy, given the circumstances of where we are in the series, does your team have to approach this game any differently?
No, not at all. Not in the least.
Are we expecting any changes from your club in terms of lineup today? Heard that maybe Kalanos might be back in.
Well, we'll have changes again, just like I said yesterday. I mean, that's inevitable when you're in a series and you're down 3-1. Like, we'll have our changes. You'd hope that nothing really changed in terms of our play. Like, we like our play. Like, just our moments of truth got to get better. But, we'll have some changes for sure.
If it is Kalanos that gets back in, do you rely on the fact that even though he's been in a bit of a slump, it only takes one shift or one moment to be able to change a game with him?
Yeah, I think that's just the reality of this series. I mean, trying to be as respectful to our team as I am to the Marlies. Like, I think they realize if one of our guys gets hot at the wrong time and Scrivens gets a little cold, like, this is a different series. That's the reality we're faced with today, and that's the reality we have to make sure we put them in tonight. And the reality they have is to try and bury this thing. But as we've always said, the fourth game's the hardest, and we feel comfortable of how we played. So whether it's Chris Kalanos making that extra play for us or Ben Walter, whoever it may be, like, we need an extra special effort out of somebody.
Coach, your club's had good starts throughout most of the games in the series. What's made it difficult from there to try and continue that play?
Well, you got to give your opponent credit. Obviously, we've had real good pushes. We've managed pucks. Obviously, we've gotten shots. We haven't given up a lot, 5-on-5. But at the same time, the difficulty part of us has been just to score the goal in a timely fashion. I haven't liked the timely fashion of the goals for us, nor have I liked them against. So that's got to change. I don't find it like a lopsided series. I find like timeliness of it a little bit off and not in our favor.
You mentioned the timing, and I'm sure Taylor would have liked the first one that goes against him back, but do you see that as being pretty tight between the goaltenders in this series and Taylor and Scrivens?
Yeah, I think so. I would say right now, like, it's fair to say, like, their goaltender has been better than our goaltenders. Like, that's just the reality. That doesn't mean that I think our goaltenders have played poor. I think they played pretty well in the series. But we also are all realists here. Like, they have some better finishers than we do. And, Scott's a good player, so good for him. And, he found his opportunity where he's been pretty silent to this point in the playoffs. And, he had 20-some goals, so you can see why he got 20-some goals. But I think the goaltending has been not that much different in my opinion. But, I think the timeliness of the goaltending has been much better for Toronto than us.
Do you have a couple of guys on that team or one player maybe in particular that is just going to put it all on the line tonight and maybe try and, spark the continuation of the series?
I don't know if I have one guy, so to speak. I look at our whole team. We've always won by committee this year. We've been a good team. We haven't had any heroic effort out of one guy. I think we've had our moments where Chris Kalanos, because he can score goals, has looked pretty good for us. But in general, like, part of Chris's success has been his teammates too. So to me, it's a committee effort for us.
I know there's plenty of different motivation aspects, but is this maybe a dangerous Abbotsford Heat team tonight because of the do-or-die moment?
Well, I don't know if it is. It is a different team than it was a couple of years ago, but, Rochester was up 3-1 and lost 4-3 to the Heat. So, this organization in its short tenure of 3 years has been in this spot before and has had shown some resiliency. We've had our moments this year where we've been resilient. We understand the task that's at hand, and we really look forward to it. I mean, we embrace it. Our team is the same as it was yesterday, as it is today, and we embrace the fact that we're in this position, and, we got to deal with it.
Just as a side note, Adam Estoclay was a player you brought in the last game. What did you see that you liked out of him?
Well, I thought, he got pucks to the net. Like, that was one of the charges we had in game 4 last night, was that we got some pucks to the net. I thought Adam did that for us and gave us a spark there. He's a gifted kid with a stick. That's his best attribute. He can score. And so, I thought he contributed. I thought him and Jessamine and Walter had some good shifts, and they had some good looks and obviously scored a goal for us. So we were happy with that last night.
And that's one of the things I'm sure you were looking for as well, a player like a Hugh Jessamine to be able to contribute for you.
Yeah, again, committee. We need Hugh and we need our bigger bodies to try and produce, because obviously we're going against a pretty good-sized opponent physically, and So our bigger guys have to play in the trenches, and we have to do some things down low that are going to put us in a position to hopefully find a way to, get one by Scrivens there. So that's what we got to do. We got to just stay with it, and it's a process, and like there's no sense in panicking. Like it is what it is. We just got to get after it.
You were remiss not to ask about starting keeper tonight. Can you comment on who will make the start?
Nope.
On the positive side of ledger, everybody wants to talk about power play. The penalty kill has been fantastic for the Heat all through the playoffs. Can you talk about that special teams?
Well, our penalty kill was like 1-2 all year with Toronto, like all the way up until probably maybe March. And then we slid down the stretch a little bit. So we feel really comfortable on the kill. Like we feel very comfortable regardless of who's going against us in the power play. So I think we've kind of picked up where most of our season was. We slipped a little bit at the end, but we feel comfortable out there.